Ah, my trusty old table. With a full glass of milk on it? Well, looks like somebody's gonna have a good day. Ah, my radio. I have some fond memories with it. Like the time that I tapped my feet while listening to a song, and the time that I listened to a song and hummed while listening to it, and then there was that time when I was listening to a song and I tapped my feet and also sang the song with the song. Good times. Monkeys in my head, gonna make me red. Must escape to bed. Please give me bananas, I need to get rid of the monkeys. I should become a rock star. My window, my looking glass, if you will, the very thing that separates me from the scum outside. It is a very sneaky window, for I am not sure if it is a window at all. It may just be some white paint. Anyhow, I must investigate. What else is startling here? Because I sure didn't say it walk in. I'd best get to the bottom of this, and fast.
John Winters pondered upon the millions of possibilities of who could be behind that door, just knocking on it, like there's no tomorrow. Could it be the Grim Reaper, come to collect one more soul for his collection? Or perhaps it was Captain McFlycheese, come to seek vengeance upon John Winters for destroying his career in the food-eating business. At this point, John realized that it might not be a who at all. It might be a what. Maybe it was one of the many killer walruses that he had fought during his career. Or perhaps it was that mutated microwave oven that he had escaped from back in Switzerland. The possibilities were endless. Perhaps no one was behind the door, and it was all just in John's mind. Maybe everything in his life up to this very point had been a lie. A dream, perhaps, or a simulation of some sort. Maybe he was just inside the mind of a guy named Desmond, who was using a device called the Animus. Or perhaps some extractors were trying to perform inception inside his mind. Maybe it was time for John Winters to just end it all, just to see if any of it was real.
Hello. Could you please tell me if this is the Private Eye Detective Agency?
Yes it is. But it's not called a Private Eye Detectives Agency. It's actually the Pirate Eye Detectives Agency.
Yeah, that's what it said in the paper too, but honestly, I just thought it was a typo. Why on earth would you call it that?
Well, it's a secret. A very dark and twisted secret. And I'd like to keep it that way.
Aha! Well, anyway, I noticed that your door was unlocked. Aren't you afraid that someone might break in?
Afraid? That's just a word made up by the government to scare people like you and me. So, you got a job for me or something? That's why you're here, right?
Well, you see, it seems that someone has stolen my precious family heirloom.
How can you be sure that it was stolen?
Because whoever stole it had left a note in my house. It didn't have any writing on it, though. Just numbers and symbols. Maybe you could come and take a look at it, and any other possible clues that you might find.
I guess I should, since I don't really have any other leads on this case. Would 5 p.m. tomorrow be a good time?
You can come anytime you like, because I myself will be gone for the next few days. Here's the key.
Thank you. And don't worry, I'll have your headroom ready for you when you return. You can count on me, Miss
Stevens. Miss Stevens. Bye.
What a woman! I think I'm gonna take this glass of milk with me. You never know. It might end up saving my life.
As John Winters drove down the mostly empty streets of his home city, which may or may not be New York, his mind was twirling with all the things he had to do and all the places he had to visit. He would have to go search his client's apartment for clues and to find that note that Miss Stevens had talked about. He would also have to go see his informant to see if he had any leads on this case. And as if his current case wasn't keeping him busy enough, he would also have to go see his previous client to talk about his paycheck. And since Miss Stevens never told John Winters her address, John would have a pretty long drive ahead of him.